Free trials are everywhere. You see them scrolling through your phone late at night, promising a solution to a problem you just thought of. Streaming apps, fitness programs, editing tools, even grocery services. They all say the same thing. The promise is always simple, direct, and reassuring. Try it free. No risk. Cancel anytime. And that sounds reasonable. It feels like a fair exchange. You get to test a product and the company gets a chance to win you over. But if free trials were truly harmless, companies wouldn't design entire business models around them. The reality is, they are a finely tuned machine for converting your temporary interest into a long-term financial commitment. So today, let's talk about the hidden costs of free trials and why so many people pay for things they never meant to keep. Let me start with a situation most people recognize. It's a story that plays out millions of times a day. You sign up for something you need right now. Maybe it's a video editing tool for a single project. Maybe it's a workout app to kickstart a new routine. Maybe it's a streaming service for one show everyone is talking about. 7-day free trial. No problem. You make a mental note. You tell yourself you'll cancel later. Then life happens. Work gets busy. Notifications pile up. The mental reminder you set gets buried under 100 other thoughts. The reminder never comes, and one day, you check your bank statement and see a charge you don't recognize. That's when you remember. The trial ended. That single moment is where billions of dollars are made every year. Because most subscriptions don't rely on people loving the product. They rely on people forgetting about it. This is often called the inertia model. Here's what most people don't realize. Many free trials convert to annual billing, not monthly. This is a critical detail often buried in the fine print. So instead of a manageable $10, you get hit with a charge of $100 or even $200 at once. Let's take that video editing tool. The monthly price might be $15, but the default option after the trial is the annual plan at $149. It's presented as a best value deal, but it's a huge, unexpected expense if you forget to cancel. No warning, no extra confirmation, just a quiet charge on your card. And because it technically follows the agreement you clicked accept on, refunds are often denied. You agreed to the terms, even if you didn't read them. Another hidden cost is cancellation friction. This is a classic example of a dark pattern, a user interface designed to trick you. Some services make it extremely easy to sign up. One tap, maybe a fingerprint scan, and you're in. But surprisingly difficult to cancel. You can't cancel in the app. You have to log into the website. You need to find a hidden menu. Sometimes you have to talk to customer service. You might even see pre-checked boxes during sign-up that enroll you in marketing emails, making it harder to spot the important billing notifications later. Each extra step, each confusing menu, increases the chance that you'll say, "I'll deal with this later." And later is exactly what companies are counting on. Thankfully, some governments are catching on. In parts of Europe and some US states, new regulations are forcing companies to add a clear, simple, easy cancel button. But for now, these laws are not universal. Now let's talk about something even sneakier. Bundled subscriptions. You sign up for one service, and suddenly you're enrolled in 2 or 3 others. Music, cloud storage, premium features. Each one might be cheap on its own, but together they quietly drain your account every month. And because they're small charges, most people don't even notice. $10 here, $5 there. Over a year, that can become hundreds of dollars for things you barely use. Another fine print trick is pricing changes or price creep. You sign up at a low introductory rate. 3 months later, the price increases. But unless you read every email carefully, you may never notice the notification. The charge just slowly creeps up. And because it's still just a subscription, people accept it without questioning it. Here's something else most people don't expect. Some free trials place temporary charges on your card. They say it's just for verification. But that hold can affect your available balance, and in rare cases, it turns into a real charge if something goes wrong. It's not common, but when it happens, it's frustrating and confusing. Then there's the psychology. This is where it gets really interesting. Free trials reduce the feeling of risk. They lower your guard. Once you've already set up your account, entered your card, and started using the service, your brain starts treating it as something you already own. This is called the endowment effect. We place a higher value on things simply because we possess them. Canceling feels like giving something up, like a loss, even if you weren't using it much in the first place. This is compounded by the sunk cost fallacy. You've already invested time setting it up, so you feel like you should keep it to justify that initial effort. That emotional friction is part of the design, and it works. Here's a stat that surprises a lot of people. A large percentage of subscribers continue paying for services they use less than once a month. Not because they love them, but because canceling keeps getting postponed. Now let's talk about one more hidden cost: subscription stacking. You sign up for one trial, then another, then another. Each one seems harmless, but suddenly, your monthly expenses are filled with small automatic charges you no longer track consciously. And when money feels tight, people cut groceries before they cut subscriptions. Because subscriptions are invisible. They don't feel like spending. They feel like background noise. None of this means subscriptions are bad. Many are useful. Many are worth paying for. But the system is not designed to protect your attention or your money. It's designed to capture it quietly. So the real question isn't, is this free trial legit? The real question is, what happens if I forget about this? Because that's where the cost lives, in the gap between intention and action. So, how do you fight back? Here are a few simple habits that protect you. First, never start a free trial without setting a calendar reminder 2 days before it ends. Not in your head. On your phone. Make it a non-negotiable step in the sign-up process. Second, check your bank statement once a week, even if you think you know where your money is going. That single habit catches more leaks than anything else. It turns the invisible into the visible. Third, use modern banking tools. Consider using virtual credit cards for trials. You can set a $1 limit or have the card expire right after sign-up. Also, many banks let you set up alerts for specific merchants, so you get a notification anytime a certain company charges you. And finally, ask yourself this simple question. If I had to manually pay for this every month, would I still want it? If the answer is no, it probably shouldn't be automatic. This question cuts through the endowment effect and forces you to reevaluate the service's true worth to you today, not a month ago. This channel exists to slow things down, to question the things that feel normal but quietly cost the most. Because the most expensive charges are usually the ones you don't notice. They are the small, automatic, and forgotten expenses that add up over time. No hype, no panic, just fine print.